What if I told you that you are currently walking through a field of gold, but your eyes have been surgically altered to see only dust? What if the reason you feel stuck, or why your bank account remains stagnant despite your hard work, has nothing to do with external factors? The truth is far more startling. You are living inside a mental prison, constructed by your own subconscious mind before you were even old enough to tie your shoes. Today, we are going to break those bars. We are not just talking about positive thinking or wishing upon a star. We are going into the deep mechanics of the human brain and the quantum field. I am going to reveal a secret backdoor into your subconscious. This protocol, used by the world's most elite achievers, allows you to manifest financial abundance instantly by shifting your internal frequency. In this video, I will provide you with a specific, 3-step scientific protocol that you can apply the moment this narration ends. If you have ever felt like there is an invisible glass ceiling over your life, pay very close attention. The version of you that is already wealthy, already free, and already abundant exists in the quantum field right now. I am going to show you exactly how to collapse the distance between that version and the person sitting here today. Before we can build your new empire, we must understand why the old one is crumbling. Your brain is a supercomputer, but most of us are running software from 1985. Between the ages of 0 and 7, your brain functioned primarily in the Theta State. In this state, you were a literal sponge. You didn't have a conscious filter to say this is true or this is false. You simply recorded. If you grew up hearing your parents argue about bills, or if you heard phrases like money is the root of all evil or we can't afford that, those weren't just sentences to your child mind. They became the operating system of your life. Your subconscious mind's primary job is not to make you happy. Its job is to keep you safe. And to the primitive brain, safe means familiar. If being broke or struggling is what is familiar to your subconscious, it will actually sabotage every opportunity for wealth to keep you in that comfort zone. This is why 70% of lottery winners go bankrupt within a few years. Their bank accounts grew, but their internal financial thermostat was still set to 0. To manifest money instantly, we must first go into the basement of your mind and reset that thermostat. Let's bridge the gap between spirituality and science. Deep within your brainstem lies a bundle of nerves called the Reticular Activating System, or the RAS. Think of it as the ultimate spam filter. At any given moment, there are millions of bits of data flying at you: sounds, smells, visual cues, and opportunities. If your brain processed all of them at once, you would have a total sensory meltdown. The RAS decides what gets through to your conscious awareness and what gets deleted. What determines the filter? Your beliefs. If you believe money is hard to get, your RAS will literally hide opportunities from you. You could walk past $1 million idea or a life-changing connection, and you wouldn't even notice it because your filter has labeled it as irrelevant. When we talk about instant manifestation, we aren't saying money falls from the ceiling the second you snap your fingers. What we are saying is that by reprogramming the RAS, you instantly begin to see the wealth that was already there. The instant part is the shift in perception. Once the perception shifts, the action follows, and the physical money appears. You aren't creating wealth. You are finally tuning your radio to the frequency where wealth is already playing. Now, let's get into the first step of the protocol, the neural override. This must be done in a golden window, the 15 minutes before you fall asleep. This is when your brain naturally dips back into that suggestible theta state. Instead of worrying about your debts or tomorrow's stress, you are going to perform what I call a scene of completion. Close your eyes and imagine a scene that would take place after your financial goal has been reached. Do not visualize the money itself. Money is just paper. Visualize the implication of the money. Perhaps it is the feeling of sitting in the leather seat of your dream car. Perhaps it is the sound of your phone's notification as you pay off your mortgage in full. Breathe in the scent of that new car. Feel the relief in your chest. The key is the emotion. Emotion is the energy in motion that signals the subconscious. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a real event and a vividly imagined one. When you do this, you are hacking your brain to believe the wealth is already a reality. You are laying the tracks for the train to follow. Step 2 is the penny magnet technique. To manifest millions, you must prove to your subconscious that you are a magnet for money right now. Most people ignore small amounts of money. They see a penny on the ground and walk over it. They get a $1 discount and think nothing of it. This is a poverty mindset. It tells the universe that you don't value the energy of money unless it's in a large dose. From this moment forward, you will celebrate every single cent that enters your life. If you find a coin, pick it up and say, "Thank you, I am a magnet for money, and more is on the way." If someone buys you a coffee, recognize that as a financial manifestation. By acknowledging the trickle, you open the floodgates. You are training your RAS to look for gain instead of lack. Within 48 hours of doing this consistently, you will notice an increase in lucky coincidences. This is the law of attraction in its most practical form. The third step is the law of the vacuum. Nature abhors a vacuum. If you want new wealth to flow into your life, you must create a space for it to land. Many people want a luxury life while surrounded by poverty anchors. Look around your environment. Are you keeping clothes that are torn and make you feel low value? Is your wallet stuffed with old, useless receipts and trash? Is your car a graveyard of empty water bottles? These physical items are energetic anchors that tell your subconscious, this is who I am. You must clear the space. Clean your workspace. Organize your wallet so that the bills are crisp and facing the same way. Act like the person you want to become. This is not faking it until you make it. This is embodying it until you see it. When you create an empty, organized, high vibration space, the universe is forced by its own laws to fill that space with something of equal value. As you begin this protocol, something strange will happen. You will experience what psychologists call the terror barrier. Your old identity, the one that is comfortable being broke, will start to panic. You will hear a voice in your head saying, "This is stupid. You're lying to yourself, or you'll never make it." Do not be discouraged. In fact, you should celebrate. This resistance is the proof that you are stretching your subconscious boundaries. The old you is dying so the new you can be born. When that voice of doubt arises, simply observe it. Say to yourself, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but I no longer need this belief." Wealth is a frequency. Imagine a radio station, if you want to hear jazz, but you are tuned to 98.5 FM, which plays rock. No matter how much you wish for jazz, you will only hear rock. You don't need to work harder at the radio. You just need to turn the dial. Most people work 80 hours a week trying to change the music without ever changing the dial. We are changing the dial today. We must also address your linguistic blueprint. Your words are the commands you give to your RAS. If you say "I'm broke," or "I can't afford that," or "money is hard to come by," your subconscious accepts those as literal orders. It will go out into the world and ensure that you remain broke to prove you right. Instead of saying "I can't afford that," ask yourself, "How can I afford that?" The first is a door closing. The second is a question that forces your brain to find a solution. Stop using jokes to talk about your lack of money. The subconscious has no sense of humor. It only has a sense of yes. Start using I am statements. I am in the process of attracting great wealth. I am open to new streams of income. I am worthy of abundance. These aren't just affirmations, they are identity shifts. Look at the stories of those who have mastered this. Jim Carrey famously wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered years before he was famous. He kept it in his wallet until it became a reality. He didn't just wish for it. He used the check as a physical anchor for his RAS. He tuned his frequency to that $10 million reality every single day. Or consider the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who visualized his muscles and his success with such intensity that his body and the world had no choice but to follow his mental blueprint. These people aren't special or lucky. They simply understood the law that we are discussing today. They understood that the physical world is a mirror. If you don't like the reflection in the mirror, you don't try to fix the mirror. You fix the person standing in front of it. As we bring this journey to a close, I want to give you a challenge. For the next 24 hours, I want you to be hyper-aware of your thoughts regarding money. Every time a lack thought enters your mind, catch it, replace it. Perform the sleep protocol tonight. If you are ready to stop being a spectator in your own life and start being the architect of your fortune, I want you to make a public declaration, not for me, but for your own subconscious mind. Comment below, "I am the architect of my abundance." By typing those words, you are committing to the shift. You are telling the universe that the old version of you is gone. The wealth you are seeking is already seeking you. It is looking for a home, a person with the right frequency to inhabit. Become that person. The doors are already beginning to open. The coincidences are already being arranged. All you have to do is step through. Thank you for watching, and more importantly, thank you for choosing to awaken. I will see you in your new reality.